Bueno, bueno, bueno. Hola. My name is Tanya Lee. I'm an intuitive psychic spiritual counselor, physical medium, remote viewer, automatic writer, and shadow worker. How is everyone today? How did your Monday go? Everyone have a good Monday? I hope. Hope everyone had a great Monday. Another Monday down in the books. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining. I am. Our incense going. There we go. I wanted to jump on and do a live. Mondays aren't the best days to do lives, really. But I wanted to jump on. Not many people jump on a Monday. But who knows? Maybe I will be wrong. And I'm just going to play my normal my soothing Indian music today. And I wanted to jump on and do some donation readings. We'll probably draw some cards. Hello. Oh, it's still Tuesday in Australia. Yes, it is, huh? You know, we're a day ahead of us. It's crazy how that works, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how time works when there's really not time? If you know anything about stuff like this, there's not really even time, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna here's the deck. Pull out some butterflies today. And then I thought about going ahead and letting you guys, if you make a donation, normally I just tell you what Spirit wants you to know, but I'll let you ask a question. Kind of do it different, you know what I mean? Do it a little different. It's always good to change it up, isn't it? It's always good to change things up. These are all mixed up. I've got my love out. And Mary. JoJo was playing with these cards. Butterflies, of course, my angels, as always. And my relationship. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and share. Ooh. I've got my incense going. My chakra incense. Ooh, that stuff smells so good. Smells so, so good. But that might not be a really good spot for it. It's going right to my eyes. And so we'll put it over here. How was everybody's Monday? Mine's been pretty hectic. I'm trying to get on a couple different platforms, and then I'm going to be messing with YouTube tomorrow on getting the uploads. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to do these uploads, but it doesn't want to upload to YouTube. Well, I mean, I download it, and then when I get it uploaded, it's kind of like it crashes, and I don't know what's going on there. It'll get like almost the whole way, and then it crashes. Crazy. Kind of frustrating, and puts me way behind. I'm way behind on posting videos. Alright, let me go ahead and share it to my groups. If you guys could kindly share, greatly appreciate it. Did anybody get to watch the week? Oh, you're on Facebook, Jill. Oh no. Guys, when y'all share, just share to like 4 3 or no, about 4, and then stop and wait a little bit, and then go back and share some more. Otherwise, if you go too strong at it, they will throw you in jail. I learned that the hard way. Let me go over to... Okay. Amiga, tag your Facebook with the YouTube. If I put my, oh, you mean at the end, Laura? Are you telling me to do that at the end? Because I know I can't put it in my actual post because I was doing that and it, Facebook really got pissed off at me. It was messing me up on my algorithm or whatever you call it. Christine, can I ask, what are the best stones or crystals should I have on hand? Selenite, amethyst, obsidian, pink, and smoky. Anything else suggest, please and thank you. To be honest, guys, I think the best crystals to everybody should have on hand. And let me pull them out. That's a good question. That's what we can do. We can do question and answer tonight, too. Let's do the top 10 crystals. How about that? Top 10 crystals. Here, let me share real quick. Let me get that out of the way. Let me, hang on real quick. Let me do my shares, and then we can do some questions and answers, and then if anybody wants to Alright, so let's do the top 10 crystals. How about that? So we got this. Where is my... This is crazy. I know I have them. Oh, it's so black I couldn't see it. I was like, where in the hell is my black obsidian tower? I know I have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. put this one to the side. This one's really expensive, but if you can afford to get it, it's really good. This one. Okay. To me, okay, now this is just me. Every psychic has their own way of saying things, right? And the difference with me, though, you'll find is I'm not going to insist that I'm right. There's so many psychics that say that they're right. Okay. Now, there are a ton of other ones to have as well, right? But to me, these are the top ones that everyone should have, okay? Of course, we're going to have our amethyst, right? Amethyst is good for everything. Amethyst is your all-around stone. Amethyst will help you with everything, actually. But more so with your abilities and spiritual growth, things of that nature. And then, of course, rose quartz, right? Rose quartz is self-love. Self-love. Jade. Jade. Or red, not jade, red jasper, I'm sorry. Red jasper, jade. Because I don't have a piece of jade here. But red jasper. Red jasper is for what? Grounding. Grounding. Guys, red jasper is so freaking cheap. Even if you just got like a little bitty piece like this, right? And this, when you're grounding, if you go outside and you have one of these in your hand while you're grounding, it's freaking awesome. It will really, really help. Really, really help. Citrine. Citrine is dealing with your solar plexus, right? But it's also for abundance. It's for abundance. This is a raw citrine. But I have, this is what I call my alien foot. I think it looks like a little alien foot, to be honest with you. But it's perfect. Tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is confidence, courage, abundance as well. You can crisscross a lot of these stones for different things. Tiger's eye is really, and it's not that expensive either. All the ones I'm showing you are not very expensive. I have one I want to show you that is expensive, but well worth your investment. But tiger's eye, and it's rare to find them in a tower. Aventurine. Aventurine is good for abundance and health in the heart chakra. You see the theme going on here? The theme is you get you a stone that has multiple things that deal with the beginning parts of spiritual growth. Black obsidian. Any black stone. Okay, I just have obsidian right here. You could also use black tourmaline, right? It doesn't matter. Any black stone for protection. But not only protection, people, now, obsidian and jade are like my ancestral, where I come from. Even the faraway star in which I reside, that's our stone. Black, any kind of black stone, yes, you can use it for protection, but you can also use it for self-confidence and courage as well. Of course, a clear quartz. And anybody that wants to donate, you can, and I'll bring you up on the camera if you want, but I'm just doing this first. Clear quartz. This is a magical stone as well, but remember, with your clear quartz, you can put any kind of stone with it, and it's an amplifier, right? It's an amplifier. And then your smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is has a lot to do with self-confidence as well. And then labradorite. Now, labradorite is a little expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, and everybody should have a labradorite. And you can even, if you really want your labradorite to shine, you can just, with the heat of your hand. But labradorite is a healer stone, the healing stone. So this helps with healing. So labradorite. So those, labradorite, smoky quartz, clear quartz. Oh, and selenite, of course, selenite. Obsidian, aventurine, tiger's eye, red jasper, citrine, rose quartz, amethyst. And then even if you can't get a big piece of this, everybody should get a piece of this. And that is, oh shoot, a 4-year light. I couldn't think of the name. 4-year light. This is a connection stone. This is it's a connection to the angelic realms, to the higher realms. And blue lapis. Blue lapis. Blue lapis is good for cutting cords. It's good for cutting things away that no longer serve you. Okay? So there you go. That is what I suggest. That's just me, though. I mean, I'm not an expert at stones, but this is what I feel is like the best to do. Only because of, you know, what I have learned, what I've come to understand, and what works for me. Okay? All right, so, and red jasper is just like the bomb, and it's cheap. You can find this anywhere. So a piece of red jasper, you should keep one of those in that, and selenite. Get you little pieces of selenite. You can put them in your car, put a piece in your purse, put a piece, I make my kids, all my kids have got a piece of selenite in their car. Especially after my daughter had that wreck. I was like, oh shit, what are you doing? You don't have no selenite in your car. But, alright, so let's go ahead and, let me burn this real quick and we can pray. And then if anybody, y'all want to do cards, or do you want to do pendulum? I guess I should have asked. I'll do the, I have all these cards out, so. I'm not going to be on long. I have some things I got to get together. I wasn't able to go to the post office on Friday, so I've got to go to the post office tomorrow. So I've got packages that are already ready, but that my daughter was supposed to have taken. But I've got some new ones I've got to get together. So I shall be working on that. But I wanted to jump on for a minute. I wasn't on yesterday evening. Alright. I would like to ask the 4 archangels, Michael to the south, Ariel to the north, Gabriel to the east, and Raphael to the west, to please come forth and put a protection of white light over the circle. Our Father, art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the power and the kingdom and glory, forever and ever. Amen. I say God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters, to please come forth and give me messages. Help give me messages of light and love. I ask that all messages be for the greatest and highest good. And I ask that if any spirit steps forth, that it be for someone in this circle, and it be for the greatest and highest good. That the spirit leave the same way they came, and that no physical ailments are left upon my body. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. But a lot of time, what you guys will see me the most with is my amethyst smoky quartz. Only because this is like, it's perfectly in my hands. Like, the power. 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 Okay. You can, we're doing donations tonight, guys. Donation readings tonight. You can pick between general or love or what's another one? General or love. I'll just do those two. Well, today's Monday, right? So we'll do finance. Career and finance. So we'll do career, finance, love, and general. So make a donation and I shall do a reading for you. In between that, though, if you guys would like, we can do questions and answers. That would be kind of cool. I don't know all the answers, I'll be honest with you. Some things I might be able to answer, and some things I won't. Some people think they know it all, and unfortunately, I don't, and I'm not going to pretend I do. I do get downloads all the time now, since I've been able to, you know, astro travel and get downloads in my sleep. Oh, thank you. Those are my kids up there. But I don't, I definitely don't know everything, that's for sure. And I don't want to know everything. Could you imagine the pressure that would be? I'm not doing pendulum questions, I'm doing donation readings. So if you want to do a reading on that, we can definitely, if you guys want a reading, just feel free. They've got my PayPal down there. Feel free to donate, and I would love to do one for you. Ah, hello, my love. How are you? I know it's like when I ask for donation, everybody's like, "What? No, she's asking for money. I want everything free. She gives everything free. What do I gotta pay?" We're gonna have to pick a different day to do the game night too, because Friday is new moon, huh? New moon. I also want to tell you guys, if you haven't watched, now granted the book is better, so I'll tell you now, you're not getting near what you could get from it if you read the book. But go watch The Secret on Netflix, okay? Because everything that I tell you guys, y'all will see it there on on that because everything is like that law of attraction. But it's that's only if you really understand how law. Yes, I have the Cash App too. It's a # unique Tanya Lee. Not #, it's a money sign and then unique Tanya Lee. But it talks about, you know, the law of attraction. Law of attraction is, I mean, it is real, but only if you know how to use it, right? People think they can do law of attraction with just, you know, with the words that they say, but that's not how it works. Oh, so is it the pound or is it the money sign? I don't know. I guess it is, isn't it? Shoot. I thought it was the... Well, shoot fire. Shoot fire. Can y'all tell I'm from the country? Shoot fire. I can pull anything up here. Guess it sure is. Huh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, shoot fire and save matches. Shoot fire and save matches. So I'm wanting to go to that. Oh, I can play my friend. He's live right now. Here, he'll let me play his music. Let's see. Oh, you can't hear it very well. Dang it. You can't hear it. Can you hear it, guys? He's playing it outside right now. This is Richard, I forget his last name, that he plays. My donation is 15 or more, and of course, you know, just like with anything, the bigger the donation, the bigger the read. But it is, you can pick between love, general, and career, money, finance. How about that? That's a better word to say. Finance reading. And I use multiple decks in my reading. So if you guys have never had a reading from me, I use multiple decks because that's just what I do. That's what Spirit wants me to do. So, like right now, I have 6 decks out to do this with. Oh no. He stopped going live. What's his name? Richard Kreuzinger? I don't know how to say his name. Last name, but he's lovely. He's such a lovely soul. I have PayPal and I also have Cash App, whichever one works best for you. You can, the girls have got it down there. Yeah, it's right there, right underneath you. Barb has it. as we're waiting for somebody to donate, did anybody have any other question they'd like to ask? Oh, how do you spell it? Oh, I'm already off there, honey. Yes, where is, I can't. There you go. I always forget to pin it. Always forget to pin. Yes, you can. You can use. The good thing about the Cash App is it's not as. That's all you need with the Cash App is, if I'm not mistaken, it's just a credit card. Where PayPal, you have to have a link, and you have to create this account, and depending on where you are. Micah? No, I don't. I don't, Denise. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Your package is going off tomorrow. I think for you guys in the other countries, because I got like 4 people in other countries that are sending, that I've got to send packages to. I have to go to a special post office for you guys. I didn't know that. I was like, what? Thought all the post offices could do the same thing. And the Cash App is pinned there. She has it pinned right there. But you should see my face on the Cash App. I don't have any of that though, to be honest. Ow. Ow. That's good, Heather. Christina, hope you're doing well with your new little schedule. 1 week at a time, my love. 1 week at a time. Oh, yes. That would be so awesome. That would be so freaking awesome. And, Jessie, is Jessie here? Jessie sent me a package of some beads and tools and stuff like that. It's a really nice little package. I got it today. Really, really cool. Yes. Yes. You're getting more jobs? That's awesome. There you are. I just got my package today, my love. It's so freaking awesome. I was so excited. I didn't know that you were out of the country. No, Rhonda, I didn't, my love. And I don't know what's going up with my other device here, because it's not. Where do you, if I go? Let me disconnect this and reconnect it. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was really nice. I took a picture of it. I'm going to post it. Very, very nice. Oh, I'm on the wrong account here. Yes. DJ liked him too. He was looking at him. He stayed home today. He had, I think there's a stomach bug or something going around, because my daughter said JoJo was acting kind of crazy today with that. And then DJ, he was up all night, and this morning just on the potty and just cramping. So wasn't very fun. And school just started too, so that's really sucked. Okay. Oh, I guess that, you know, when I have it this way, I can still see the comments. But if I have it long ways and I have something pinned, I can't see it very well. Yeah. I didn't know that but you're in England or something like that? Where are you at, Jessie? I didn't know that. I met someone nice opposite of my ex. Talk 3 months. Do you see anything? Oh, Rhonda, I'm not doing free today. I'm doing donation readings. I'm doing donation. Okay. There we go. Not to be, I mean, I always do the free, but today we are doing donation. I know, that is true. Who said that? Peggy. I think it's everybody getting, you know, used to each other's and their germs, right? Oh. Well, it said oh, maybe it's like old, is it old, well, I want to say this is from you. Oh, shoot. DJ. This is from London. No. Did you have some old labels and stuff like that? Something stone. The collector stone. The protective stone. Did you use a label? That's crazy. Yeah, and I want to say this is from you. New London, yes. Yes. Oh, don't pay attention to anybody that's complaining. You know, there's always got to be somebody. Philosopher's Stone, that's it. Okay. It makes it seem like it's coming from a... read the rules before you share. Mike, I always do free readings, so obviously you don't know much about me, honey. But I'm doing donations today. Very seldom do I jump on the... Oh, I just saw the word London, and I didn't even really look at the address. Actually, I didn't even see it, to be honest. DJ told me. Oh, I see. Okay, Mike, I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, if you're sharing, please make sure that you're sharing to a mind-like group. Don't share me to places that don't like our stuff. You know what I mean? Just like we wouldn't want somebody to shove their stuff down our throat. We don't want to. Oh, well, Mike is saying that that's, I don't even know what group it is. Please, Rhonda, say the group so that way I can look it up, okay? Because he's saying that, I guess it's you shared to the group, if I'm understanding that correctly. It says not to share sales groups if you... Oh, I'm not a sales group. That's why I don't share videos to sales group. If you want to share on your page, that's fine. But it says don't share videos to sales groups. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. So whatever group that is, okay, Mike's got a group down there. Buy and sell right there. So guys, please don't share my lives to him. Okay. To be honest, Mike, most all sales groups allow this kind of sharing, since they can, you know, they can purchase something. But I apologize for anybody sharing to your group and you not like it. Okay? All right, let's not feed that, okay? It's just send him some love. He doesn't, he just doesn't know what he's full of, you know, he's just full of shit. You know how people like this are. Okay. Behold, the devil himself. He is gone. Don't worry about it. It's a donation of 15 or more. Well, we've been on here for about 30 minutes, guys. I'm not going to be on here much longer. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't, Rhonda, you didn't share to no group like that. Well, Isabella, don't engage. If you're, don't engage. Don't, don't engage. Guys, whenever y'all see somebody that's an asshole like that, or a troll, or somebody that, just don't pay no attention to them. See, because when you, now take this the way I mean it, but you're actually bringing down the vibe because you're engaging, and it's not your place to engage. I can engage, and then what'll end up happening is one of my guys, or one of my angels will go in there and they will block them. Okay, so it's not nothing to worry about. It will be taken care of. Yeah, I think he's just a troll coming in. I don't even know if that's a real group. We'll have to look that up. Somebody look that group up and see if that's even a real group. I don't know why. You don't try my name, honey. You do it by email. So my email's down there. Tanya Twilight04@gmail.com. You can just put in. It is a real group. Oh, okay. Well, more power to them. There's sometimes people share me to those couch groups and things like that. Oh, okay. Well, then you might want to just tell the, you might want to tell whoever owns that group or who's running that group about that guy. So if it's a real group that you're involved in and it's okay to share me there and you've shared me before, then I would definitely, yeah, you can't please them all. There's always an asshole. There's always an asshole. You know what I mean? Never fails. And that's okay. That's why we're here, right? If everybody was perfect, I mean, not perfect, but if everybody loved everybody, then we wouldn't have no job, right? That's our job. Gaia wouldn't have called us down to work for her, would she? All right, so Tina. What do you want, Tina? Do you want love, career, or general? Which one do you want? Tina donated. Yeah, because what does my name say? It is the pound. It is the money sign. So Casey, it is the money sign. It's not the pound sign, unique Tanya Lee. It's the money sign. General. Okay. Good. Generals are so much better messages, in my opinion. Alright, so let me... because Spirit can talk to you more. Let's see. What can I have for Tina? What can I have for Tina? A message for Tina? Message for Tina. Tina. What can I have for Tina? These. Okay, can I have something for Tina? I'll let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it, girl. Okay. Now let's do butterfly. I have something for Tina. Did y'all watch that reading today, the week in review? That was an awesome reading. If not, go in the collective source and look at it. Okay, and then let's do a Mary. Tina. Okay. Let's put one of these as well for Tina. Ooh, okay, that one, it shall be. Okay. Here we go, my love. Inner calling. So, this has to do with not feeling complete, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're not feeling complete. Feeling like something's missing. Sorry, I had to... Okay, so you've been on like this little spiritual journey for a while, and you're kind of wanting to know where you fit into things. Know that it's not about fitting in, or it's not about like having this title of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It is about just being drawn to do whatever your soul draws you, whatever is burning in your soul that's leading you to go to that direction. If you take the title away and just allow yourself to be drawn where you need to be drawn to, then you will you'll be a lot happier. You'll find a lot more you'll find your inner calling, because then you'll be doing what your heart desires, opposed to what you think you should be doing, or what do you think that title is. Because if we keep going to because I think for you, what I'm getting is that there's a lot more of, when you're looking for your inner calling, you're looking more so as you're looking at something and you're wanting this or wanting that. I think I want to do this, or I want to do that. And that's not what it's really about. It's more about letting your soul lead you. And then you'll be to where you know you need to be. You've got to believe in your potential, though. All right? Because we all have potential. We all have potential. But you're going to have to believe in that. You're not going to be able to allow others to give you that validation to make it come to pass, right? In other words, you can't count on someone else and their validation to give you what it is that you need for you to see your own potential. You've got to look at your strengths and look at your weaknesses, because your weaknesses you can turn into strengths. A lot of times people don't want to face their weaknesses because they're scared of it. Don't be, because weaknesses can always turn into strengths. And then sometimes it's about accepting our weaknesses, so that way they can't control us anymore. But it's very important that you believe in yourself. It is good to have yourself around a bunch of people that will believe in you, but that's not always possible, is it? Because at the end of the day, you're going to be laying in bed with yourself. So it's important that you believe, and everybody else can die off. And then where do you get your validation from? Then you're lost again. So it's good to have those people, but don't bank on those people. Remember to bank on yourself and the divine. Raise your conscious level. The more that you vibrate and you focus on your vibration, the more you're going to notice more things about yourself, because you're looking for what it is that where you fit and what you need to be doing, but you're not quite where you are. You haven't gotten quite to where you need to be yet. Does that make sense? What do you mean, no? Can you clarify that for me, please? You want to, what is the best? See, when you raise your conscience level up, you change completely. You're not even the same person anymore. I keep telling myself I'm going to quit saying, You're not the same person. So whatever burns in your heart to do. And as you learn about yourself and you raise your conscience level, it will become more and more clear of different paths that you can take. So right now, even though you're not like have arrived, remember we never arrive. We're never arriving. We're always going towards our destination. So you may be vibrating here and you're working on yourself, and that's great. This is where you are. I see you. You're right here. Find something that burns your soul, something that gets your soul on fire, and focus on that for a little bit, even if you have to do it in your spare time, because I think that you're not going to be able to do it for money at this current moment in time, is what I'm getting. But that doesn't mean it stays that way. Sometimes that's what we have to do to show our commitment to it, so the universe will open up doors for us to be able to do things. So while you're doing that little bit at a time over here, work on your vibration and believe in your potential, so that way you can raise your conscious level. When you do that, the universe opens up more pathways. But you're going to need to be careful because you've got some snakes in the garden. Remember, guys, you always have snakes in the garden. That was supposed to be okay. I was like, no. We all have snakes in the garden. If you don't think you have snakes in your garden, you've got more snakes than you can imagine. Okay, because there's always a snake in our garden. There's always somebody that doesn't believe in us, or that is jealous of us, or that you've got a really good friend that you've been kind of butting heads with because they're not agreeing with this path, this stuff that you're diving into. Is this correct, Tina? Yeah. This is a good friend of yours. If you're not having issues with them right now, you will be the more and more that you get into this. And what I will tell you from experience is two things. Ignore it. Don't let it change you, and love and respect their thoughts, even if it's disturbing anyway. And then they will either change or they will step out of the way. So if you're not having that issue now, you're going to have that issue. There's somebody that you're close to that is not comfortable with what you're getting involved in here. They may not have expressed it. Well, it could be a family member that, you know, you two are like friends or something, but you have that friendly relationship. That's all I know. Maybe it's somebody that watches you from afar. I don't know, but you will find out who this person is, because they will show their face. They will come to you very judgmental. It could be like a cousin or a sister or somebody that you're very close to. It's not a parent, because I would have felt that. It's not a parent at all. But it is somebody that you're close to. So just when they go to express themselves, just be respectful, know that they have a right to their opinion, and just let them go at that. They will either step away from you because they cannot antagonize you, or they will respect you and want to know what you're into that makes you that nice. They want to see what that's all about, because they'll want some of it. Make sure that we keep our faith in check. Don't waver. Do not waver. Very important, guys. Don't waver in what is your foundation, your core beliefs. Don't waver from that, because that is your makeup. Be true to you. That means sometimes when we have to be true to ourselves, means that we have to stand up, and it puts us in uncomfortable situations, an uncomfortable environment. But we must do it so we can stand firm in our truth. Don't sell out. Self-respect. There you go. Self-respect. Integrity. Integrity is a value that you place upon yourself. And then spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. That is something that I want you to look up. Spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind. In other words, we can see what it is that we want. And we're not limited. We don't have those limited beliefs blocking us, right? And freely and lovingly embrace new situations so we can see these new things and new possibilities for ourselves. And we're not blocking them. So it's very, very important that you don't block yourself, because now you do. So going forward, as you work on yourself and you raise your vibration, make sure that we're focusing on opening up that door. That will also help with opening up your crown and third eye. So we're going to not see things like that, right? We're going to keep our self-respect, regardless of what other people think. We're going to be true to ourselves. We're going to stand in our, being true to ourselves, be in our self-integrity. Don't sell yourself short. We're also going to stand in our faith. We're not going to waver. You have to have faith, guys. Faith is key. Just because we're in this spiritual realm doesn't mean that we don't have faith. And then beware of this relationship, because at first it's going to knock you down that they don't believe in you and what you're doing. But like I said, stand firm in what you're doing, and it will eventually go away. And they will either go away, or they will respect and want to become a part of. And then we're going to raise our conscious level. Remember, raising your conscious level is your vibration, right? Work on your vibration, your water, your food, what you're watching on television, the music that you're listening to. You're meditating, you're grounding, you're protecting. Believe in your potential. Remember, you have to believe in your potential. If you don't believe in your potential, nobody, I mean, other people can believe in it, but it's only for a little bit, right? Or they can pass away and they may not be around. What's important is that you believe in yourself, and then others will follow that are meant to follow. Not follow you, but follow your thought process. And this will lead to your inner calling. I hope that helped. Let me take this off. Take this off, and then you put the right one up. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pin that one. Okay. I hope that resonated. I hope that helped. Please tell me that resonated. Okay, good. Yay. But you're growing, dear, and that's what's important. Guys, don't ever judge your growth. Just grow. Don't judge your growth. Just grow. It's always got to be an asshole. Oh, Gary, you're so loving cheeseburgers. Sending you love too, Gary. But no, there's always going to be an asshole that's going to try to bring you down. All right, so I got Ellie Dawson. You made a donation. Yeah, I know, honey, and that's okay. That actually is a good sign. If you're feeling stuck, then that means that you're growing and you're breaking free from the old patterns. Sometimes I think I'm too good to people. No, you can't never be too good. You don't want to be naive, but you can't be too good to people. Tell me what kind of reading we're doing, Ellie. Is it going to be love, finance, or general? You can't be too good to people. What you can do, though, is you can be too close. Because we're supposed to be good to people, no matter if they're good to us or not. So that's not the problem. The problem is our boundaries. Okay? So if you feel like you're getting, you're too good to people and you get messed over and blah, 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 then, okay, career. That means that you don't have good boundaries up, and you need to refocus and reset your boundaries, because that's what that means. Because if you change and you start being different to people, that changes who you are, which in turn will tear yourself down, when the real issue is the boundaries. Just realigning boundaries. And you know, sometimes it's not sometimes, a lot of times actually, we have to reevaluate things, you know, just like, yeah, you have to redo things. Sometimes the boundaries that you had set up 2 years ago are old now, and you need to redo them. All right. New career path. New career path. Career for Ellie. Career for Ellie. Career for Ellie. Okay. Here we go, my dear. Harmony. Harmony. Okay, with every new adventure comes new stress, new heartache, new confusion, right? Because we're getting used to new things. We're having to redo schedules, or, you know, adjust to things. Remember how this is when it's really key to keep, you know, our meditating, our grounding, and our protecting, you know, for that to be a part of our life on a daily basis, so that way we can keep ourselves in balance as we go through these changes. It's important all the time, of course, but not everybody gets that, right? It's usually when things go wrong, or people are having issues, that they realize they need to add something or do something for their life. It's like, oh, something's wrong, you know, and now I need to meditate, or now I need to pray. But remember that we want to do those things in the good times to keep the balance. Okay? You're not alone. So remember that as the new comes about, confusion and frustration and self-doubt will too. And this is a new job. Yes. This is a new job, correct? That's awesome. Now, do you pray just to ask for things, or do you pray a gratitude prayer as well? Because we should do the one for asking for things and the gratitude prayer. You should balance those. It should be one of each day. Is this a new job? Starting your own business, okay. A group home. All right. There's going to come times that you're going to feel very isolated and alone and just frustrated. Is what I'm getting. So it's very important that now that you activate your angels and ask them to come in and be there with you and help you. Pick you an archangel. I always tell people it's very important that you pick you an archangel or two that you work with all the time. Now you can change those archangels up, but it's very important that you have that, so that way that you know that you're not alone. Ancestors, past loved ones, angels, they can all help guide. Also, make sure that you know how to discern, that you know how to use your discernment when making decisions. And if you feel like you need to, if you're not able to do that, then focus on it in meditation, so you can develop that discernment, or ask for it in prayer. But you're not alone, okay? This is going to be a big transformation. So this is like a big thing, that's a big change in life, right? But it's really going to try you. So it's important that you make the commitment to keep the commitment, right? There you go. That's good. That's awesome. Make sure that you know that this is not only a new adventure when it comes to business, but it's also a new growth adventure for yourself as well. So embrace that and allow yourself to emerge and grow with it. When the frustrations come, or the messed up feelings come, feel it and let it go. Don't hang on to that, okay? Don't suppress it. Focus on what is working, and what isn't working, analyze it correctly. Analyze it from a second, from a person looking within, or from outside looking in. Look at it with those lenses. Take the glasses off. Take the self glasses off and put on the outer glasses, so that way you can see outward in. Past mistakes. Well, in this particular instance, this is going to be for past mistakes. So remember, whenever we do business, majority of the time, somebody somewhere else has done this. Okay, very seldom can we start something brand new that nobody else has ever done. It can be done. I mean, yes, that does happen, but it's very seldom. So make sure you do your research of what other people have done to correct issues. You really should try to play as many scenarios as you can, and have a plan for those scenarios, is what I'm being led to tell you. A new exercise program. So this is going to be key, because especially a new business, it always takes so much of our time, and it takes so much of our energy, and I want you to make sure that you've got a plan for you, that you've got some kind of release. That would be exercise, some kind of release, and some kind of self-care. because whenever you're starting your own business, you got to live and breathe it, right? You're always working, and you never really have much time for anything else, which is what the sacrifice you have to make, I get. But you definitely want to, oh, okay, see, yeah, you want to not do that, any more of that. But make sure that we do some kind of exercise program, and then some kind of self-love. So you have your bath night a couple nights a week, or you go get a pedi, or it's your time out at the the lake, or whatever works for you. And then also have some kind of release, exercise release, whether it's running or whatever. And that's what the quiet time means. It's saying make sure that we have our secluded time, because if it's always go, work, then you will burn out, and things can crumble. And then don't forget to stay in the present. Even though we're working for the future, don't forget to live life. Don't forget the little moments. Because even though we're working towards this, and that's great, and don't stop, but everything is balance. Everything is balance. Remember that. It doesn't make a shit what it is. Every single thing in life has a balance to it. And so we need to have we need to be present in our life so we can enjoy our loved ones, our family and friends, and ourselves. Okay, so it says you live in the moment, and you are able to bring forth energy of love in your current circumstances. So just remember to stay in the present. Focus on what it is that you want, work towards it, but then live in the present. Make quiet time for yourself, and then some kind of exercise regimen, so that way you can get out aggression. Learn from past mistakes, and also pay attention to other mistakes other people have made in your same career, in your same area of business. When those frustrations happen and you're very sad, and you just feel like giving up, or you're frustrated, whatever the case may be, just embrace that feeling and let it go. Don't hang on to it, because this is a big transformation. Anytime we take on something of this, greatness, right? Because it is a greatness, because it's either going to crumble or it's going to build. So business is very tricky, but remember, it's all about balance. But embrace the changes, so that way you can do the best of your ability. And know that you're not alone, and you have your Father, and you have angels, and you have ancestors. You have all this support around you. You have your spiritual football team. So don't forget that. And then don't forget, whatever you do, don't forget your grounding, meditating, and protecting your basic for harmony, because that's key. Don't get too busy. Oh, I'm too busy to do the... Guys, if you are... Let me tell you something, and this is for you and everyone else. If you're too busy to take time out to take care of the grounding and the meditating and the protecting, then Spirit will be too busy for you. Remember that. You have to take the time out. If you're too busy for them, they will be too busy for you. Because that's an abusive thing, right? I'm too busy for you until I need you. Don't do that. Hey, Sean. Hola, my friend. I hope that resonated. I hope that helped. All right, so that's all I have for today. It does make my heart sink a little bit. I can't lie. I'm not going to lie and pretend it doesn't. But when you sit there and you I guess it just goes to show the environment in which we, you know, we are in. Because as long as there is no line, honey, I'm not taking, we don't have a line. Did that resonate, honey, before I ramble on to something else? Crystal paid? Okay. Where did she pay? The PayPal? It's back. Okay. Did you use PayPal? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. So we've got several people who paid. Alrighty then. Okay, so it's Crystal. Let me make sure I see everybody here. Yeah, so it's Crystal, Renee, and then Teresa. Crystal, Renee, and then Teresa. So, guys, be prepared to tell me what it is that you want. Are we wanting love, career, or general? Yes, you're going to do fine, honey. It's just going to push you to your limit. I will tell you that. It is going to push you. Let me, But the best things in life push us to our limit. Oops. The best things in life push us to our limit. Remember that. If it's worth having, it's going to push you. Let me put this in before. I was going along on my little tangent. I go on tangents sometimes in my readings. Alright, so Crystal wants general. Something for Crystal, something for Crystal. And I appreciate you guys that, oh, thank you, that are sticking around. It's amazing how fast people will leave as soon as they know that I'm taking donations and I'm not just shelling out all these free cards. And that's hurtful. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It does hurt my heart sometimes. Because majority of the time, people just want something from you. They don't respect or value you as a reader. And that can be disturbing at times. But it is what it is. What happened to my music? You get used to it. Get used to it. Where is... Connection is not there. Well, forget that. We won't use that then. We will use it over here. I gotta have my music. Gotta have my music. Alright. Sorry. Gotta have my music. Alright. What do I have for Crystal? Okay. Here we go. Health. Now, of course, when people get this card, they're just automatically like, oh my God, what's wrong? And it's always something to do with the body and the mind. Unfortunately, a lot of diseases and stuff are self-imposed, right? We do that to ourselves. Whether it be, our diet, or lack of exercise, or both. And I'm thinking that this is not something new for you. You know this. And I also do feel that you that you're not happy with your body. That there's issues with the way that you are perceiving your body, be it out of shape or not look the way that you want it to look, or whatever the case may be. Is this correct? Oh, what is a milestone follower? That's a new one. You're a milestone follower. That's cool. I'll have to look that up. I have no idea what that is. So, it's important whenever, and I can tell you from experience on this one, because this is something that I still battle, and I battle with all the time, and that's, appreciating and loving the way you look, even when it's not what you want, or it's not your best that you know you can be. It's important to be honest with yourself and make a plan of an attack of what you're going to do to bring about change. I'm not going to sit here and reprimand you on, your diet, or, what you should and shouldn't be doing. You know all that. All I'm going to tell you is that it's time to make a change, because your chakras are out of whack behind it, and you can And you can keep your chakras in balance. I always tell people, and it's funny because nobody's taking me up on it, but I'll teach you how to balance your own chakras. You know, if you come to me for a chakra balance, I'll teach you how to do it. I mean, yes, it's a paid reading, but afterwards you'll know how to do it yourself. But it is important to keep yourself in balance. So that way you don't always have to go to somebody else to balance yourself. And remember, each chakra is connected to an organ. And so when we do things to ourselves physically, there's a reason behind it. So I would definitely look at that, and what's the cause of it? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I doing this to myself? Type of thing. Because this right here, that goes right along with it, right? We have to love what we're looking at. We have to love ourselves completely, and that means completely, not just our heart, or not just our eyes, or not just our hair. We have to love ourselves completely, completely. This is gonna, once you get those two things in check, and that starts flowing, then you're gonna find your little niche of what your calling is and what you have to offer, which is going to lead to some fulfillment in your life. It's going to fulfill the lack that you feel, because there is a sense of lack in your life because of this. And this will help take that away. It's not going to make everything perfect, because there is no perfect life. There is no perfect anything. But it will get us on the path to fulfillment, which is going to raise your conscious level. It's going to bring you to the Christ consciousness, right? That we are one, we are all. This is ideal. This is where we want to be. We want to get to this level, because it's at this level that we realize that we are more than just the shell that we live in. We are our soul. It's going to take a lot of faith. A lot of faith. But you have faith. You just need to put towards that. I mean, flip it inward. You have a lot of external faith. Now it's time to have some internal faith, which is going to bring about some body changes. Right? It's so cool that you got that going. It's amazing how cards work. I mean, you see me, I'm I'm pulling them out. So, but once our body changes, then of course that's going to help us feel better. And then we're going to have more compassion for ourselves, right? It's very important to have compassion. We can have compassion for others and then be so hard on ourselves, which is what you do a lot of. I want you to stop doing that, because it's not good for your heart, your mind, or your soul. It says, you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. You demonstrate language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So we're going to excuse me, we're going to give ourselves some more compassion, because we're good at giving others compassion, but not ourselves. So we're going to work. You're good at all this projecting out, but we've got to do it within to make it genuine, what we're projecting out. So we can bring about some body changes. We're going to have more faith in ourselves, because that's a key. Why? Because we're our Christ consciousness. We're going to be leveling up on levels, because we've got fulfillment in our life. We found our inner calling, and we love ourselves unconditionally because we did this. We took our health, our body, our mind, and our soul, because there is health in your soul too, right? Seriously. That was a good one. It's amazing how those cards run together. Isn't it crazy how that works? I hope that resonated and helped. Alright, now let's do Renee. I'm sorry, Teresa, you're after Renee. You're welcome, my love. You guys can kindly leave me feedback too on my wall. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, Renee. What do we have for Renee? Renee. What do we have for Renee? Renee. Give me for Renee. I know this is, I play this a lot. Just when I'm like working on the computer. My grandson hears this, he knows it's time for nap. And then let's do this one. Mary, what do we have? Oh my goodness, you need to tell me what I'm doing, Renee. Am I doing general love? Because it depends on what card I pick next. Or yes, he is liking school. He just had to miss today. He was very upset about that because it just started. General, okay. Before I pulled the last two cards, I needed to know. Alright. There we go, my love. I am the creator. I am the creator. I am the creator. It's very important to realize that you are the creator of your universe, of your world. And it's a hard pill to swallow. That's why I was telling you guys to please watch The Secret on Netflix. Please watch it. It's on Netflix. And I'm sure if it's on Netflix, it's on YouTube for free. The reason why I say that is because it's a hard pill to swallow, but it is a pill to swallow. Nevertheless, that we create our own reality. And some people will say, well, I didn't choose to create this or that in my life, but yeah, you did, because it's all in the mind. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you've got negative things that you're projecting in your mind, then that's what the universe is going to send you. It doesn't matter what's coming out your mouth. And I'm so glad that it's on Netflix. I didn't know that it was. Because this is something that I've been trying to tell you guys for a while, and it's before I even saw it. It's important to know that you are the creator. So if you really want to bring about change, that you can. Yeah, the secret. But in order to do that, then you've got to, in order to attract what, you know, to do the law of attraction and to be able to change your thoughts, you're going to have to, sometimes there's certain things that have happened in our past that are so deep rooted or so dysfunctional from our childhood that we need to go in there and clean up those limited beliefs, those limited thoughts, those different things that block us. And you have some of those. It's a lot of work, and real inner work and real shadow work should never be done alone. You don't have to do it with me. I mean, those are services I provide, but if you don't want to do it with me, that's fine. I don't care who you do it with, as long as you do it with somebody and they are legit, right? But you've got to go in there and deal with those, because in the back of your mind, it is putting blocks on you, whether you want to admit it or not. Because that's how your conscious was developed, with those things in play. That's why it's important to go back and deal with the inner child. It's only then that we can experience and really appreciate joy, because from joy all else falls. And joy is like the magical feeling. Joy is everything, all summed up in one. It's happiness, it's laughter, it's peacefulness, it's harmony, it's blissfulness, it's everything all together. This is the goal. But we need to make sure that we keep our intent positive, because those things that have happened in the past do have a tendency to roll out of you as negative, right? So you've got to make sure that you control that. And that's by keeping your intent positive. That's why it's important to go back and deal with that, so that way that's not leaking out, because everything will eventually come out. It will ooze out. It's like a fester, you know. That'll bring about also some spiritual service. You need to get involved in some spiritual service. Can be a ton of different things, okay? It doesn't have to be just spirituality. I mean, you can do service. Anytime we're doing service to others, we're healing a part of ourselves. If everybody comes up with the lame excuse that they don't have time to meditate and ground or protect, they don't have time to exercise or diet, they don't have time to give back, then don't complain if the universe doesn't have time for you. Okay? In other words, you know, giving you what it is that you desire. Because our intent has to be there. And the only way our intent can be there is if we are actually giving to others. Otherwise, if we're not giving a little bit, I'm not saying give a whole bunch. You have to be careful. I mean, look how many people I have on my live right now. Why? Because I'm not giving away something free. If I said free readings, I would have 75, 80 people. And keep it at, 40, 50 people the whole show. But the minute that I ask for something, boom, a lot of people go. So, but you have to have it in balance. So you can't be doing something for everybody all the time. Otherwise, you'll have nothing left to give, and then your giveness turns into resentfulness, right? So, find something that you can manage and help with. There's all kinds of different things. you know, 30 minutes to a couple hours a week, doing any kind of little thing is helpful. You've got an end of an era coming, and that's going to come about with the mind changes. But it's time for something to come to an end in your life. And I do feel that with the changes that you're being told to do is going to bring that era to an end, because it's going to bring a whole new decade for you. It's going to bring a whole new, and we are going into a new decade. So this is perfect for you, because 2020 is coming up. So just please do these little steps, so that way you can get to the big steps. Hope. Never lose hope in anybody, mostly yourself. Okay? That's very, very important. And individuality. Don't lose yourself. You can make changes for the better and still be you. You don't have to be this dorky little person just because you're making changes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be this high and mighty falutin type of personality either. You can be you. You leave your unique stamp on love in everything that you do. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. That's what you want to do. You want people to remember you for your uniqueness. What makes you stand out and special. Never lose hope on yourself or anyone else. An end of an era is coming for you, and that's all going to come about with self-change. Find you some spiritual service, whether it's delivering books at the hospital, to the patients, or, visiting hospice people, or, helping out in a group, or helping out at the local school for helping teachers make copies, whatever. Some kind of little service. Let's keep our intent positive, even though that we have a tendency to go towards the negative because of, the way that we are used to reacting. Don't do that, because we're going to keep our joy, but we have to do this first, so that way we can keep our joy and keep our intent positive. Once we do this and we deal with this little girl and get her back on track and get her out where she needs to be, because she's tired of being locked up, then you will be the creator of your world. Then you will be able to create the world in which you really, really, really want to be living. That was deep. Aw, I hope for the good. Yeah. You really need to do some child work, my love. And guys, the inner child is key. It's so key. And it doesn't mean that, not all of us had abusive parents, right? You're welcome. If you could kind of leave me feedback, I'd greatly. All right, Teresa. Not all of us had shitty parents, right? Oh, that doesn't mean shitty things didn't happen. You gotta remember, when your consciousness was developed, was before you were born, while you were in the womb, up to you're like 7 or 8 years old. For some, as old as 10. Oh, sure, I would love to, baby. I've got several different programs, or different, price points and different programs. But yes, go to my website. I would love to. If I could just do my program all day long, I would, because my goal is to have you guys fall madly in love with yourself. If I can do that, then I know I'm doing my job. That's my job. This is just for you guys, because y'all need this. That's the only way I can get you to come to me. I don't need these. I can tell you all that without it. But this is what gets you to come to me. Okay, Teresa, okay, there you go. Teresa, what am I doing? Am I doing general, love, or career? And then after this, I'm going to call it, okay? I'm not going to do a group reading because I did a group reading today for you guys. And I don't want to, I can't have more than, really shouldn't be doing more than those. And so if y'all didn't get to see the group reading, please go back and look at it. Because it is for the week. For this whole week, I did a card for each day this week. And I did a love and 3 clarifiers. Tell me what I'm doing, my love. So I know what the last 2 cards to pull. So peaceful. Teresa, what am I doing, my love? I have a feeling it's going to be general, but I want to be sure. Yeah, it is deep. It's deep. Okay. Job and finance. Job and finance. Job and finance. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm so happy. All right. Potential. Potential. Now, I will tell you that it's important, excuse me, it's important for you to believe that you have potential, okay? You self-sabotage yourself in your thought process a lot, Teresa, and we're going to have to stop that. You have to see your potential in yourself so other people will see it. Oh, cool. Right? So if we're wanting other people to know, or we're wanting other people to hire us or have, you know, a career or something of that nature, we have to show that we have this self-confidence. And we can fake that for a little while, right? Fake it till you make it. But if you're not doing the work behind the scenes to get there, then it's not going to stick. All right? So you have to see your potential. That's what's going to lead to success. But we're also going to need to take the comfort of others because there is going to be ups and downs in this little adventure of yours of trying to find. You're trying to find work, correct? Is this correct? That we're trying to find work? You're at work? Okay. Then what are we trying to do? We're trying to move up then. Because it doesn't feel like you're working at your best. So we're trying to move up. Because it feels like that you're lacking. So if we're lacking, then we're not at our fullest potential at the job. I have work. It is weird and uncomfortable. Okay. All right. Well, then that would make sense of what I'm feeling. Okay. Then comfort. That makes sense for the comfort card. You're going to need to reach out and seek comfort about this situation because it's not healthy for you. You're not in a healthy environment. It's not healthy. So you're either going to have to accept the environment for what it is and stop complaining, or get out of it and find something new. Now, and I mean this with all kindness, okay? So I know that sounds harsh, but that's not how I mean. I mean, I do mean it harshly, but in a good way, because you've got to not fall victim, okay? You can't fall victim. So you can lead people, but only if they want to be led. So you're not gonna sit there and be at your best potential. You're not gonna be the best version that you can be of yourself if you're over here getting, belittled or put down or things of that nature. It's just not gonna work like that because we don't function like that. We need love and support. And if you're not getting it in your job, then, and yes, you should get love and support from the job. That's really a good place to get it because it's important that, you are valued. And love and support from a job is being valued and appreciated. And if you're not getting that, then I would definitely start looking for something new. Now, I mean, right as soon as I said that, or thought before I said that, that is what Spirit's telling you to do. No. That right there, no. No, not today, Teresa. That's not going to work. What you've been doing for 36 years, you can do somewhere else as well. Okay? Or it's time to consider just, retiring from there. But you're not, it's eating on your soul, honey. So you have to make a choice. Are you going to let it keep, eating on your soul? And if so, then you have to accept it and just suck it up and just deal with it, because that's your choice to accept it, or step out of your comfort zone and make a change. Okay? But I would definitely reach out for comfort, okay, from your angels and divine, because we're all trying to move towards the light, right? So we all want to keep going down the same path, you know, our path to the light. I can't for my soul and my health. Then I would demand that something change within the workplace. And please take this the way I mean it, honey, but we're never a victim. We got to get out of that victim mentality. We can't, because if you stay in that victim mentality, then you're not going to be the best person you can be. And you're missing a lot of your own blessings. Okay? Because our job is to work to move towards the light. And if you're just going to be taking these little itty-bitty steps, and you're going to take a couple steps forward and a couple steps back, you know, you're not going to really make headway. You need to focus on what's within, what this is giving you within. If it's not giving you what you need within, then look for another source to help with that. Okay? I'm not saying go out and quit your job tomorrow. I'm saying, you know, reach out and try to make a change within your job. If it's not something you can change, then you have two choices. You either accept it and move on, or you quit it and you move on. Those are your choices. And not doing anything is a choice, and that's accepting it and moving on. I'm also getting that it would be good for you to figure out a way to express yourself. Because you're taking all this in at work, and you don't have an outlet for self-expression. So I would find some way to express yourself, whether it's in writing or drawing or painting or sculpting or something to get some creativity out of you. Emotions. Remember that if you surround yourself by negative all the time, it is going to bleed off. Right? That's why you can't really vibrate higher if you're around negativity all the time. You'll vibrate a little higher, but it's little bitty bits and pieces at a time. It's not the ascension that you really want, because you've got yourself surrounded by negativity, which is naturally going to draw you down. So please think about for your own emotions. And creative expression. So we want to figure out some way to express ourselves. And writing is going to be key for you. I would even consider doing some poetry. I know that you may say, well, you know, not at my age, blah, blah, blah. But no, that's even better at your age, because nobody's doing it at your age. Not nobody, but most people aren't, right? So that's even more of a reason to do it. But you need to have that outlet. You need to have something that you're doing that you can validate, that makes you feel, you know, that you can get that validation of success from. And then blessing. Remember, it's not just about you being a blessing to others, but it's about you getting blessings as well. It's a balance. Remember, I always say everything is a balance. You know, you need to be a blessing to your job, but your job also needs to be a blessing to you. You really need to give this some thought. And maybe you haven't reached out the right proper way to get that area fixed, is what I'm getting. I would just reevaluate the different avenues that you've done and see if there's something you might have missed. So that came from Spirit right there. So remember to accept blessings, and just like we give blessings, let's do some creative, something that we can do to, that a creative expression, because we really need to let our emotions out. What this is doing also for you is it's also creating a resentment deep within your soul, because you don't like being treated like this, and you don't have a way of standing up for yourself. So it's causing a resentment. And remember, you are not a prisoner of anything. You are not a prisoner of anything. So let's stay in the here and now, and let's stay present. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in all what this job is making you feel, because it's really affecting your life, my love. Because we need to be moving towards the light, not stepping backwards. We should be going one step forward, one at a time, not one step forward and two steps back. Okay? Comfort. You need to find some kind of comfort in this issue, because it's taking away from your self-esteem. It's taking away from you, and you're not being able to be the person that you can be. And that's not healthy, because you want to be successful, but you also have to love yourself. And if you loved yourself, you would not allow yourself to be treated like this. And I'm sorry, I just have to be honest with you, because you don't believe in yourself and your potential if this is what you're dealing with, and you're not doing something to change it. Okay? I'm sorry, that wasn't very... I know I had to be kind of mean on it. Not mean, but, kind of... Whenever I have to be honest like that in readings, I know that it can be upsetting to people, and I'm sorry for that. But it's what I got to do. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, Helen, I'm not doing that list today. Today was donation day. That's why you don't see that many people here, because I'm not doing the freebies. Freebies will be later on this week. Oh, I love you too. You're doing, as a person, you're growing. So don't put yourself down, because as a person, you're growing. But that's bringing you backwards again. You know what I mean? So just think about it, my love. Okay. I will see you guys. I will jump on sometime tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it early.